Up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. And this will be incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And now it's 2nd down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Second and 10, Newton again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Third down and 3. Newton on 3rd down. He's got his man here. It's Green. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And a short gain here, down to the 22. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
Ray Maluga competes very hard as a linebacker. Very difficult to block and keep out of the play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. That is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Johnny Holton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. First drive for this offense today, and our first chance to get a look at Tyler Eifert.
And he's part of the new wave of tight ends in the NFL. They use them in every position, sometimes even by themselves as a wide receiver.
Let's go. Set, wide 20. Wide 20. Set.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He got 29 yards that time. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
When I watch Khalil Mack play, I just see fury, passion, and incredible athleticism. This guy can flat out play.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Passing, it's Dalton finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And how about that on third down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers. Get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback. And he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
First and 10 for Dalton. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Fourth down, Dalton wants to throw, and it is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out, and the Panthers will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw on second down is Newton. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Michael Johnson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Five receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. 3rd and long. It's Newton. Looking left side, and it's complete. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
This is taken around the 12. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals take possession. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Dalton gives to Bernard, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Set 380. 380. Zebra.
2nd down, Dalton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Hill, the lone setback. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. It's 2nd down, Dalton looking. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Hey, watch the ball. Ready. 380. 380.
Andy Dalton. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There's nothing like getting out of the gate and finding your favorite target. Andy Dalton just did that with A.J. Green.
And some people call that a nice fantasy football connection as well.
Yeah, they're piling up the points that way. They want to see that continue.
Zebra.
And they'll run it here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They come up in an offset eye. Offense looks to punch it in here. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Jeremy Hill, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he knocks it through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On first down, Murray. A gain of 3, second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now, here come the Bengals. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 2nd down following the run. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Dalton. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
3rd and 2 for Dalton. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the 2nd quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Ten yards still left on second down. Second and 10. Dalton once more. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's Bernard. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
But that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half, of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw is Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Newton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Back to the air, Newton on second. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
And that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking foot.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Time running out here on the play clock. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. Here's the Panthers punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They come out here in the eye, and they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. And Dalton to throw. And Eifert has it. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Hill, the lone setback. He'll get it running right. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They come out here in the eye.
380.
2nd down, Dalton. Green with a catch left side. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk-reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully pay.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
One receiver right, that's Brown. On 1st down, Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 1st and 10, Newton. Going right side here, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
It's complete to Brown, right side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Hard throw, incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Godot's kick is right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field, and they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing left side, it's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, it's Newton. And this one's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans are saying throw the football in this situation. They knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bengals getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Slot man moves right. And they give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Now that's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. They send Green to the left on his own. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Dagger! 380! 380! Dagger! Check 3!
Big spot, Andy Dalton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
With it is Brown. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Back to throw. Green with a catch left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second and 5. He's back to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 40 yards.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Back to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
He'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now for the all-critical extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. And the Panthers coming out now, set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go with Murray again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
So after that stop, you know that 3rd down is not a gimme if you're on the offensive team. So what are you going to do? Run it again? Or maybe you go play action and try and throw the ball and pick up the necessary yardage.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. They come up in an offset eye. Play clock winding down. Newton to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And Green with a catch left side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
To the ground game. Here's Murray. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Newton now on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. And the play clock's running down. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Third and long, it's Newton. Now they go screen, it's complete. 17 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. Time now for Dalton's turn here in the extra session. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. To throw here, Dalton, and Eifert has it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They'll run it here with their arm. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not.
The Panthers are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They send Green to the left on his own. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Dalton now to pass. Oh, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Murray, the lone setback. He's going to get the football. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a two tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that will be their third and final in this overtime session. And as they talk it over, we take a break. We'll be right back. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Panthers have won the football game. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goal is from in overtime. The knees...